Hi everybody, this is Diane. I am sitting in my craft room pulling supplies to make a couple of cookbook journals. So I thought maybe I would turn the camera on and you could watch as I go through my stuff and pull supplies for these particular journals, because I will often turn the camera on and show you what I have. This is what I've pulled. So I thought maybe you'd like to see as I go through my things and pull some stuff. So I'm going to be making two different types, and they're both going to be in the 50s style. And well, I'll show you more about that in a little bit. Before I get into that, remember I had gotten a stack of 1950s Good Housekeeping, was it Good Housekeeping? No, Woman's Day magazines from a friend, and she had told me that she showed me that there was a set of paper dolls in one of the books, and I couldn't find it when I was showing you the magazines, and many of you wanted to see it. So I was taking that particular magazine apart last night, and I had forgotten all about the paper dolls, and I turned the page, and look what I found. There she is. So it's a photograph of a real little girl, and then the clothing is made out of fabric and then photographed. So they are really, really cute. And I wanted to show them to you. I'm not sure of the year of this one. 54. Yep, this is 1954. So that's really cute. So anyway, let me show you what the journals are going to be made out of, the covers, and then we'll continue going through the stuff. I'll show you what I already pulled, and we'll keep going. So I decided to use this binder, this old binder. It's in good condition. It looks a little worn there. Whoops. Well, let me turn this. Looks a little worn right here, but the integrity still seems good. But I'll probably do some reinforcing with fabric. And I don't know how old this is. I'll have to see if there's a date on the pages that I took out. But it's probably from the 40s. And then I wanted to use this one. It was a booklet. And I love the image on the front, so I'm going to apply that to this cover. This is a fairly new book. I was thinking about this one. This one was a good size also, but I really like this pattern on the back. So these are what the journals are going to be. So that's why I say they're two different styles, because this one will obviously be a binder journal, and this one will be a sewn-in signature journal. I did pull some fabrics that I thought would look good in a 1950s kitchen journal. So I have a lot to pick from as I use fabrics. Probably won't use all of these, but I have a lot to choose from. So I'll just set those down by my sewing machine and get them out of my way. I have a lot of stuff to go through. I have this plastic envelope, which I already took stuff out of and started pulling from. And I have this, which I haven't even opened yet to see what's in it. And I had started this video, just started it, and then I had to stop the camera because I remembered I had this. And this has a lot of recipe cards, handwritten vintage recipes, and the big cards, and a little bit of shelf liner. And these, I love these cards from the National Dairy Council. I want to make sure some of these cards get put into these journals. So, like I said, I have a lot of stuff to pull from. So the hard thing is going to be not pulling too much. I mean, I know I'll pull more than I need, but I don't want to overwhelm myself. So let's start with what I have already. I kind of put it into piles of, this is for the sewn-in journal and this is for the binder journal. I have some digitals, and I believe this is called Grandmother's Garden, and I can't remember. I'll have to link the shop below. So I have some pages from that, and I bought this a long time ago because I love this part in the middle. And so I'm glad I'm finally getting a chance to use it. And I have this. I think this is from the same Etsy shop, if I'm not mistaken, but it's just, I think it's called Rickrack journal paper, because it has a rickrack on the border, and I just love this gingham. And I printed this on the back. I'm not even sure where this came from, but I'll have to do some decorating in the white spaces. And then this was left over from the fashion journals that I just made. So I'm going to include that. It's got feed sack fabric, and this could be the housewife that is cooking out of this book. So there's another page. These, both of these pages are left over from. Now this is going in a binder, so I don't know if I'll cut these, you know, so they're not folded, or just put the folded page in the binder. I don't know yet. And again, some more of those papers. So these are all different. I printed the papers once and divided them up. I'm a little more limited in the number of pages I can put in the binder, because the binder, well, it's going to hold fewer things than the sewn-in signature binder or journal, because, you know, a binder really bulks up quickly. When you put the pages in and then you start adding pockets, it gets bulky fast. But this particular binder was one that you would add your own recipes to. It didn't have recipes in it. So each category had an envelope, and then the owner had it stuffed, had some of them stuffed, not all of them. This one is one of the really full ones with recipes that she put in the envelope. So I'm going to try to put 3 envelopes in the journal, at least 2 anyway. So I have these, and I want to include some of the original things that were put into the envelope that the original owner put in. So I pulled all the envelopes, but I won't use them all in this journal. And I thought this page was fun. The journal came with, the binder came with plain paper like this. And she added, I believe, these lined papers. So I'll make sure I include some of those handwritten lined ones. And then she glued this on here, and I just love this. Now, I don't know the year of this, but it looks like it could have been from the 50s. At least the 50s. It might even be older. But I just love the colors on that, and I mean, it's kind of gross. Veal souffle salad. Maybe that sounds good to you. I don't know. Beet cabbage souffle salad. But the pictures are fun and interesting, so I'm going to try to include that. And then I'll put a couple of the tabs, the tabbed pages in, and I can decorate on the back. We'll do something to the back. So that pile is pretty thick because it's got all that stuff, and I won't be using all of it. Now, I had this calendar that I just got. It says Season's Greetings. It had a picture of a baby on it, which I already put into a different pile of stuff. But it's a 1955 Cooking Club calendar from Better Homes and Gardens. So I'm going to include, I love these old calendar pages. It's got recipes, so I'm going to include some of those pages in each journal. At least one, anyway. You know, I might have to just limit myself a little bit. All right, what else do I have? I think this is where, I have some pages from the little baking pamphlet that I'm using for the cover on the other one. I pulled some pages for that, just for that journal. I think I might try to kind of focus on baking recipes, because that's what this says. Memorable moments in baking. All right. There's some more page. Oh, this is from a cookie book. They're baking. But I already have those pages, so I'm going to set those aside. I looked through the digitals that I had printed in, and they were in that plastic envelope. These don't represent the 50s. And this is from June's Kitchen digital, which is from a shop that is closed now. And they would go well in a 50s journal, but I already have digital papers that I'm using, so I'm going to save them for a different journal. And I had just pulled out the scrapbook paper that was in there. I don't have much cooking themed scrapbook paper, but I want to use, I think I'll use these heavier ones for the binder style one. And I probably won't use all of these. Well, these are all heavier ones. This one is really heavy. And that one, I think that one looks a little new, so I'm not going to use that one. It's not 50s. These I could make pockets and things for either journal, so I'll leave those out. The same with these. These are just scraps. Oh, this is a page. Maybe that can be a page in the baking journal. Now, I printed these a long time ago, so I think I will use those for tags. And these that pocket is from June's Kitchen. So I'm going to save that for when I use the June's Kitchen pages. This is a journal card that I could cut and use. And that. And more June's Kitchen stuff. I don't need these extra pockets and journal cards. I'm going to save those. I'm going to use that though. This is from, I believe it was Raspberry Road, and I forgot the name of the kit, but Domestic Goddess, that's what it is. And it has tons of these. They're individual, so they would be fill a sheet. They would be huge. But I printed 4 to a page and made them this size. And I could go, this is the only one that I have, I think, unless there's some in the box. But I'll cut these out and use them. So I could go in and print some more of those, but I've used up all the other ones that I printed. I have this little 6x6 pad. And I think this is great. I could make really fun things with this. I'm going to choose a few papers. I don't remember if I got this in a Happy Mail or if I bought it. I think I got it in a Happy Mail. I just don't know. There's some gingham. That's cute. I could save that for a Wizard of Oz journal. Looks like Dorothy's dress. I'll just take out all the ones that might work, and I'll use what I need to use. The other pages look rather 70s. That one makes me a little dizzy. I'll pull the recipe card pages, but I don't think I need them because I have real recipe cards. Oh, I love that one. I don't know if it looks 50s, but I'm going to pull it out. Love the rolling pin. So pages like this would be great in the binder because I could just, make a small page and it could be in the binder. But for the other journal, I'd probably have to make a pocket or something with it. I'll just leave those in. Okay, now let's see what else I have in here. Looks like I have a little bit of homemade ephemera. Okay, these are great. They look like 50s for sure. All these little cutouts. So I'll hopefully use some of them. There's, she's serving lunch to some Cub Scouts. Cookies. Some more pages from some more of those pamphlets that I don't need. These are 70s. Okay, here's some handmade ephemera, but that is older than 50s. This one I could use. And this one, it's a library pocket. We'll look at this in a minute. These are recipe cards. I think I have this stamp. Where'd my stamps go? Oh, they're right here. This is her. That's cool. And I have this lady holding a pie, or something hot. It's steaming. They don't have the picture on the back, but I want to use those. As far as stamps go, I don't have a lot of cooking stamps. I just use the same ones every time I make a cookbook recipe or journal. I don't need these chocolate ones. I don't know why I got those out. But these all came in one set, and I've had them for years. Can you see? That one's older than 50s, but I could use the rolling pin, the measuring cup. I could use a lot of those. And I have this set that makes recipe cards for different categories of food. And then this pie, and it says home cooking. That's all I have for cooking stamps. Maybe I should, I have too many stamps as it is, and I was just going to say maybe I should look for some cooking themed stamps. Because I plan on making a lot of cookbook recipes, journals. So these are some cards, and these are like kitchen tips. They're not recipes, but they're tips, helpful hints. So I can use some of those. I can use this card that I made. That looks like 50s. Oh, I've got more of those tags. Cool. The home insurance company. It's got a recipe on the back. Oh, I have these stickers. I think I got these in a Happy Mail. Oh, these are some of the pieces that I cut from that Domestic Goddess paper. I told you I used them all up, but there's some. Cool. So these are labels that you would put on food that you give to someone else. And it's an old-fashioned stove, but the labels could have been from the 50s. They're probably not that old, but I'm going to keep them out and hopefully use some. Oh, I have fabric. I was looking for this fabric yesterday. I knew I had this, and I had used some, but I didn't think I had used it all up. Good, I'm glad I found it. And then this one, I think I got in a Happy Mail. This might look too new to be 50s. What do you think? Because the font, I guess, doesn't look very old, but the appliances look old. I don't know. I'll keep it out. We'll see. I would use it in other journals, just maybe not this one. This has little silverware charms. Oh, I've got some more labels. These are from the current company. So these are canning labels. I got those at a flea market. Paid 50 cents for this bag. Got pickles, carrots, raspberries, cabbage, and asparagus. Guess that's it. I love them. These are digitals from 1944, so I won't use those. Some more stickers. They're labels. This one is baking buttons. It has little cookie cutters Maybe I can use them in a charm for the baking journal. Got some stickers. I've had these for years. I had this one too. Maybe I can use them. Nesco Electric Oval Roaster. 1950. I'll keep it out. Got some more scraps of paper. Got some stickers for baking. Making cookies. But I love these images too. But I think I need to put that in the baking book. Oh, I've got some flashcards. There's soup and bread. That would be in a housekeeping journal. And a pie. Yeah, I'll keep those out. Didn't show you what was in here. I have some cutout pieces. These are, I think, from Mary Art Designs, from the same Etsy store where I got the little fussy cut 1950s fashion ladies. And these are all cooking and baking. I think they were all baking, actually. I have some of those, and I've got these from KB and Friends, Apron Ladies. I've used them before, and these quotes came with the same set, I think. Eat your vegetables, family and food, etc. Let's eat. And these labels and price tags came from Summer's Bounty. Their set of labels from Junk Journal. I can't remember the name of that one either. I'm not going to be able to link everything, but I will link the pages that I'm using. Yep, so I have a lot of those kinds of things. I have way more than I need, I'll tell you that. But, like I said, I'm kind of, I've been rethinking how I want to do journals, like what kind of journals I want to do, but cookbook ones are ones I want to keep doing. These pockets came with the papers that I got with the digitals. These are my fashion ladies. I guess I can put them away now. And these came also with that kit, I think. And then down here, oh, these are some homemade ephemera pieces that I already pulled. She is cleaning, but I might use her. And there's a dishwasher. It came out of an old magazine. Some things that I made with stamps, loyalty stamps. This one's cute. There's an iron. And some pockets that I made with loyalty stamps. Okay, back to what I was doing. This is a shopping list. How to prepare chicken and a roast. These are little housekeeping kits. I'll use those in a homemaker's journal. There's a 50s kitchen. Canning. I think that one might be from the 40s. And the 70s. I've got all kinds of ovens in here. That's a 50s. Look at these pretty images. I've got lots of magazine things. And these were already in my stash, and I just pulled some more, from the 50s magazines that my friend gave me. Look at her sitting on her counter, looking so pleased. This is from a new magazine, but it looks like an old-fashioned kind of mixer, but I'll save that one. Got so many of these. think I'll put this in a fall bundle because it's cranberry recipes, so it would go with Thanksgiving time. And I have collected a few things that I want to put in a bundle to put in my shop for fall, mostly Halloween. These aprons are from the 70s, no, 60s. Got some recipe book pages, but I don't need them because I have enough from the books that I'm already using. There's a bowl in the kitchen. I'll save those for something else. Oh, I need to go through some of the things in here. I made some things with my Cricut. The rolling pin, I didn't do the brown part on that one. And some words. I'll just get these out just in case. Knife. There's some more labels. Got lots of rolling pins. Got these little canning jars with lids, little fabric lids. I guess I'll get them out just in case, if I can get it. This little lady, the cutting board. Secret family recipes. I'll get all these little things out. This is just, that could be a really cool tuck spot. I don't know if I cut that in half or if it came that way. Lots of Cricut things. And these are recipe cards that were cut off of a scrapbook page. So I don't think I'll use those because I have plenty of recipe cards. Okay. I hope this isn't boring for you. I always have fun going through all my stuff, and I get surprised at what I find. And it's amazing that I have all this stuff out and I'm only making 2 journals. I have enough for like 15. Let's see what's in here. Any of the booklets I will bypass because I have enough of that stuff. I won't even look at them because I'll be like, oh, I could use that. These are pages from a binder. I didn't mean I wouldn't look at these. I meant I wouldn't look at these big ones. Chocolate candies. I'll just pass all those by. Now I have these decals. What happened to the one from there? Maybe I already used it. Don't think I'll use them this time. We'll look in these little bags and see what's there in a minute. These came out of a binder. Some shopping lists, I do like them. And I might be able to use those for journaling space. I like those. They're envelopes. I think they're too tall for these journals. This is a recipe book that I think it was in a binder and I took it out. But I don't need that. Fun to cook book. I've got some more scrapbook paper scraps in here, so I'll get those out and put them with the scraps that I might be able to use for pockets and whatnot. This I printed from one of my old magazines. Got some recipes here. This is scrapbook paper, I believe. Or digital paper. No, it's scrapbook paper. Okay, here I've got some vintage recipes that are handwritten. I'm going to put all this stuff back in here. I'm going to see what's in here. These are pulled out of magazines. And I think I already have enough stuff pulled out of magazines. Oh, that's where that ice cream thing is. I think this was a window. You were supposed to put it in the window of an ice cream shop. I don't know. Because it's pretty big. It's laminated. I got those in a box of stuff at a flea market a few years ago, and I just don't know what to do with them because they're so big. But I like them. Hey, we just saw a small version of that. Recipe book pages. Yep, I don't need that. Okay, we were going to look at these. A bottle label or a jar label. I'll keep that out. It's a little Jell-O recipe book, but they're older. Could she be from the 50s? I think this is a 40s pattern. I'm gonna say she could be from the 50s. Oh, this has coupons in it. That would be fun. They're probably all newer than the 50s. Order forms, that's 1928. Okay, it's got some fun food elements I could make paper clips with. And I probably already have some paper clips made. It's kind of fun. I've been watching on Hulu. They have a series that came from the History Channel, and it's called The Foods That Built America. They have a bunch of different ones. The Men That Made America, I can't remember, machines. I don't remember what they all are, but I've been watching The Foods That Make America, That Built America. And I think I'll keep that one. It's fun to see as they're talking about Coke and Kellogg's and even Wrigley's. I watched the gum one last night. And I see the old advertisements that they flash up on screen as they're talking about the history. And like, yeah, I saw that in a magazine. Some of those Wrigley's ads were so cool, and I saw they put one up there that I have, that I got out of a 1930s magazine. And the Kellogg's and the Campbell's ones, I see them all the time. That I can use. And I think this I can use. That's cool. And that, oh nice, I've got some ready-made ephemera. These were cut from something. Oh, some more Cricut pieces. These are Victorian, but I think they look like, these cards look like they could be in a 50s cookbook. And another apron. That's pretty big for these books. Okay, I think we went through everything. So, wow, got my work cut out for me. I might want to pull some more scrapbook paper. And I'll use ledger paper. I want lots of writing space in these, but I don't have very much patterned paper, so just a few patterned papers. I think that one would work. I think some of these I pulled as possibilities for the 50s fashion, so some of these might work for the 50s cooking. These are pretty bright. Next drawer. Oh, it's heavy. That looks like it could be an old kitchen wallpaper. That's cool. I haven't been copy dyeing things or using copy dyed papers, but I might with these journals. I don't know if I want to copy dye this though, because I think that looks like a perfectly patinaed wallpaper. So I would have to color the backside somehow. That definitely looks like wallpaper. Okay, that's enough. So I'll get some graph paper, ledger paper to add. Various kinds of lined and ledger papers. And I think I should have enough supplies out. What do you think? I hope I didn't pull too much to drive myself crazy, but you know, that's how I do it. Abundance. So I am looking forward to making these. I think I'm going to do the binder one first, just because I haven't done a binder in a long time and I'm excited about doing that. So I think I'll do this one first. I'm going to do them separately. I may make ephemera for both simultaneously. And I'll probably cut the papers for both and then set aside the one that's going to be sewn in and just concentrate on this one. So tell me what you think about all of these supplies that I pulled, and are you looking forward to seeing these cookbook journals come along? Thank you very, very much for watching today. I hope it wasn't too boring, too confusing with all the stuff I was going through. Just imagine being in my shoes with all the stuff to look through. I'll be seeing you soon. Have a creative day. Bye-bye.